Hey guys, and welcome back to Fashionably Broke podcast. Maddie and I both want to start off by saying thank you so much to our viewers on YouTube.
Shout out.
Literally.
Shout the hell out.
Our last video got a lot of views, for us little growing podcast over here. So thank you to everyone who's watching on YouTube. And if you're just listening to us and not watching us, go pause and listen or watch on YouTube.
Yes.
So you can do both.
Or I was about to say somehow get it to play at the same time.
Correct.
Put the YouTube on your TV or your laptop and then listen to the audio on your phone. Just help us out.
Yeah, stream it any way possible.
On all platforms at all times. Just constant. Put it on shuffle, put it on loop, not shuffle because you could end up on someone else's podcast.
Oh yeah.
Put it on loop.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously, shout out. Y'all showed up and y'all showed out. Yeah. And let's keep the support going.
Yes, it has been so great. I'm so excited to see what the rest of this year holds. This podcast is going to be a fun one this episode. I just feel like we have so many things to talk about. So much stuff is going on social media for people we know personally, and then also people we have no idea. I mean, we know of them, but not personally, obviously. But as we always start, highs and lows. Maddie, take us away.
So actually, my highs and lows are more of a story. I don't even have, they're more of a story. So okay. I think I might have to go last, or do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go. Just start off.
Okay. So, story time. I time traveled this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah. So are you confused?
Correct. How?
Okay. So this weekend I went to Chattanooga. So to be honest, geographically, I don't know where Chattanooga lies in relation to Nashville. I think it's east. So I think it's it's close to Georgia. So I also ended up in Georgia, I think 5 or 6 times this weekend. So let me set the scene.
What?
I know.
5 or 6 times?
5 or 6 times. I think it was 5, but it honestly could have been 6 times. I started to lose count.
There were so many times I checked your location and you were just in like a freaking field. Nothing around you. Just a field.
Also, I found out my location is like so wrong. Like my location is broken. It keeps going back and forth to be in like my current location and then like my location 2 weeks ago.
Yes, I did see that, but you can see on there like Maddie Schweppy's location 2 weeks ago. Like it won't.
Which is so weird.
It won't show that location now.
Yeah, but I'm so confused on what's happening with that. But anywho, so to those that may or may not know, in the state of Tennessee, there is a time change at a certain point. So there are some cities where like the time change, it goes from Central to Eastern time, like in the middle of some of the cities. So on the way to Chattanooga, you cross into Eastern time, okay? Also on the way to Chattanooga, you have to drive through Georgia. Crazy, what? Okay?
Let me pull this up on a map. Continue.
Let me set the scene. I went for Morgan's motorbike training thing. It's called trials. I don't want to get into it. But if you know what trials are, that's great. But basically he's picked up trials motorbiking again. So he wanted to go to this camp thing. That's not the greatest way to put it, but that's pretty much what it was.
It is what it
is. So his camp thing was on Central Time. Where we were staying was on Eastern Time. So we were literally time traveling back and forth all day long.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Driving through Georgia, back into Tennessee, driving back through Georgia, back into Tennessee. So this weekend, time literally did not exist. So it messed with my head so very much. I had no idea what time it was. When anyone asked me, I was like, I think my phone is lying to me. So yeah. I time traveled.
I don't like that there's time change within a state. I think that should be illegal.
Right? I fully agree. I was so confused.
Florida's the same way.
Oh my god, really?
Mm-hmm. Half of Florida is central and half is eastern.
Dude, it is the most confusing thing ever, especially because, like, we had dinner plans, and so, like, we were out, or, like, we were at the... I also went hiking.
I saw.
This weekend. Full-on hike. The hardest hike I think I've ever done. I'm so out of shape. Holy shit, hiking. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's for me. It was rough.
Morgan sent me a Snapchat of your shoes. They looked amazing.
I had to buy hiking shoes. Full-on hiking shoes. Hiking shoes are hideous.
Expensive, too.
Hideous and expensive. So I went with the best-looking, chicest hiking shoes that I could find.
They were cute, let me tell you.
It's a rough world out there. I went hiking. Was it worth it to go see a waterfall? I'm not sure. Jury is still out. It was rough. It was rough. But it was nice to go just spend time out in nature. Not gonna lie, I haven't done that in a while.
Go touch some grass.
Yeah. So it was really nice just to, like, walk around, be in nature, be in a pretty place. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. Went to Chattanooga for the first time. Chattanooga is really cool, and I've made this, like, discovery. Not really a discovery, but okay. Chattanooga is like Fort Worth to Dallas. Not in, like, distance-wise, but in, like, vibe-wise. So, like, Nashville is like Dallas. Fort Worth is like, or Chattanooga is like Fort Worth.
Okay. What was that travel time?
Only 2 hours.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. 2 hours plus the time change. So it feels like 3.
Right. Makes sense.
It feels like 3, but it's only 2. But all I have to say is that if you're staying in one time zone, having to travel to another, like, multiple times a day, it messes with your head so much that I was like, I have no idea what time it is. I have no concept of time right now. Like, I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone.
No, I would not like that.
No, it was literally terrible because it's like we would lose an hour, then we would, like, gain an hour, lose an hour, gain an hour, lose an hour, gain an hour. And I was like, I didn't need this right after we sprang forward.
After we just lost an hour.
And I already lost an hour. Oh, and then I get in my friend Anna's car. She hasn't changed her clock since the time change. So her car said 2, my phone said 4, but the actual time was 3. Confusing.
Yeah, honestly, at that time just doesn't matter, and it is what it is. It doesn't matter.
And yeah, I fully agree.
Yeah, just don't look at the time. It is what it is.
Yeah, so, that was all my highs and lows combined into one. I time traveled for the first time, went to Georgia 5 times, and went on a hike.
Very nice. Wow, what a refreshing weekend, honestly.
Oh, it's the most refreshing.
Like, I'm actually exhausted. Never mind.
No, I am actually exhausted. Time traveling takes it out of you.
Yeah, very nice. Well, my highs and lows. My high, y'all know when I'm on a workout kick, I'm on a workout kick, and when I'm not on it, I'm a lazy piece of shit. Right now I'm on a workout kick. I'm loving F45, but let me tell you, that shit's hard. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying Orange Theory and BMF weren't hard, but, like, this is hard. And, like, I don't think I've ever not woken up sore, which I've been to, like, a few classes now, like, where I feel like I should be, like, getting
not sore
used to it. Yeah. But I'm telling you, I'm, like, working muscles like I didn't even know I had.
I was about to say, but, like, every class you switch up. Like, doesn't, like, the workouts kind of switch up in, like, what you focus on? So you're literally exercising every part of your body throughout the week.
Right. So when one part recovers, it moves to the next. And then once we're back to the part that's recovered, it's just sore again because we're already back to it.
Yeah.
But it's been amazing. Oh, and a good thing to know about F45, because I know we talked about it before, it is partner-based, but they always partner you up. You don't get to choose your partner.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yes. But I think, like, if you're a couple and, like, the instructor knows, they'll probably put you in the same pod. Well, like, that was something I was relieved about, like, when I went. Like, they... No, and I feel like...
Flashback to middle school, you're like, so, who wants to be my partner in dodgeball?
No, it's like PE dodgeball, literally.
Oh, God.
So I feel like that could stop people from going because they're like, I don't know anyone, like, it's partnered up. No, they tell you where to go. You're not even really partnered, to be honest. Like, you're just working out next to someone. Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I love it. Everyone's been really nice, honestly, and I always talk to, like, someone new there. So maybe I'll meet, like, a new BFF there. So that'll be exciting.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, and then my low. So Friday night, Kristen and I spent our entire evening making what I would call friendship bracelets, but friendship bracelets that had our number on it, that said, call me.
Oh my God, slay.
That said, you're hot. And we're like, oh my God, we're going to be out all Saturday. Like, we've got to start putting ourselves out there. Like, the boys aren't rushing to us, let me tell you that. So, like, we just need to put ourselves out there. It'll be funny, if anything. So, we made all these bracelets. Couldn't find one hottie. No, couldn't find one hottie. Couldn't find one.
You're kidding!
I swear. And literally, this just, like, makes me want to throw up that I'm at this age. Every single guy that I thought was, like, attractive and
had a wedding ring.
Correct. Ring. And I was like, oh God, there's the ring. Like, I'm at the age where you now have to check the ring finger to see if there's a ring on their hand. Like, so yeah, no, none got passed out. So it was just like like, where are all the single hotties? Not out for St. Patty's Day, I'll tell you that.
Damn.
Yeah, so I was like,
well, that leads me into a little segment. So I learned this super amazing flirting trick. I'm gonna call it a trick, or like a flirting bit to get a guy's attention at a bar. So shout out to Brooke. This is literally genius. And if I was single, I would 100% do this to catch a guy's attention. Okay, so you scope out the bar. You find the guy that you have your eye on. Okay?
Correct.
As soon as he goes up to the bar, go up to the bar. Okay? While you're waiting for the bartender, look over to him and be like, what are you drinking? And then he'll be like, oh, whiskey and Coke, because that's a typical guy drink. Okay?
Right.
Then, of course, most bartenders go to the girls first. So then you say, I'll have 2 whiskey and Cokes. They hand it to you. No, listen. They hand it to you. You hand one to him and you go, oh, here you go. Take your drink and walk away. You don't have to drink it. Just give it to someone else. Like, it doesn't really matter. And then he'll be like, to those that aren't watching, my jaw's open. My jaw's on the floor. He'll be speechless, and then he will not stop thinking about you, so he will have to approach you.
Okay.
You just have to be boss-ass, confident as hell, and be like, oh, here you go. Like, here's your drink. And then walk away.
Okay.
Buy him a drink, and then he'll buy you all the other drinks.
I was going to say, I'm liking the reverse psychology to this of, like, it's like women's time to buy the man a drink, which, like, I don't really agree with, but, like, fine, I'll do it.
Just do it one time.
Right. And then I'll find my husband, and then he'll pay for everything.
One time. Because it is, yes, reverse psychology. Like, it will leave them stunned and shocked. And no guy can leave the bar knowing that a girl bought him a drink.
Okay, but, like, can they? Because I just have a feeling I would do that and I just, like, waste my money.
Right guy.
I just waste my money and be like, oh, cool, free drink. And then
the right guy.
Yeah, I'll never see him
But,
again.
like, you just have to be so, like, confident about it, and they'll be like, holy shit.
So, what is your take? Because I feel like, myself included, as well as my friends, are we asking straight up before we do anything if they have a girlfriend? Like, how do you navigate that? You know what like, that's the hard part, is like, honestly, like, if you're a hottie in the stockyards, you probably have a ring on your finger, or your girlfriend's upstairs.
It's like, oh my god, it's like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I think it's that movie. Matthew McConaughey, Kate Hudson. That scene when they meet at the bar, I swear, it's either How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days or Hitched. And they're, like, speaking in, like, their own language, like, one words. They're like, single? No. You? No. Like, the way... Okay, if you are listening to this, I also have been listening to Therapist by Jake Shane, like, so much, and he does this whole segment where it's like, tell me your problems, and he like does a prescription. Mm-hmm. So I have a prescription, and it's to watch How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. First scene, not the first scene, first 20 minutes of the movie when they're at the bar, you need to watch the dialogue between Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey.
Okay. Because, like, I want to say that's one of my biggest concerns, because, like,
guys are sleazy.
Like, no hard feeling. Like, I didn't mean to. Like, if you have a girlfriend, like, yeah, I'm sorry, but, like, I would be upset if, like, I saw a girl hitting on my guy at the... You know what I mean?
Really?
Like,
I think it's the funniest thing ever. No, okay.
Maybe I just had PTSD. It's PTSD. I don't know what else is that.
That's true. And that's on some shitty ass past boyfriends. So,
correct.
I mean, at this moment, we're not the same, but
correct.
I'm terrible. I even had a girl this weekend. She just met me, and I obviously have a boy roommate, Brett. And so, like, it was me, Brett, and Morgan in Chattanooga with, like, my friend Anna and all of her friends, like, from Chattanooga. And one of the girls, like, we met, like, at dinner. And I didn't sit by her. At the end of dinner, she goes, yeah, I couldn't tell which one you were dating. You weren't flirty with either of them. She was, you were, like, broy with them. And I was like, damn. I was like, I'm dating the tall one. But besides the point, I think that it's hilarious when a girl approaches Morgan, and I, like, watch the whole thing. And unless she gets, like, too much, like, Morgan is so, like, he'll pretty much be like, I have a girlfriend, like, pretty much right away. Yeah. But, I mean, if the conversation, like, he's just so nice, and, like, he will talk to, like, most everybody, you know? I'm not gonna say everybody, because, like, he's also a grumpy grandpa. So, like, but a lot of times I'm kind of like, okay, I'm gonna give him, like, 5 minutes of this, and then maybe I'll intervene, but I just think I'll just sit there and laugh. Yeah. Which is terrible, but it's because I guess, like, I feel like I don't really have much to worry about.
Right, no, it's good to laugh. I'm glad you can laugh. I hope to be in that position one day where I can laugh.
Well, okay, fast forwarding, episode 69 is, we've already planned it out. Okay? So I'm giving you listeners maybe a little bit of a hint, but episode 69 might be about ex-boyfriends, might be dating horror stories, you know, something along those lines. But I have the perfect story for this on, like, I probably should be worried because I've been done dirty in the past.
Right.
But also, so have you.
Right.
But I think it's kind of one of those things, like, obviously, like, talk to them for a little bit, but, like, I mean, yeah, I guess you kind of just have to be like, yeah, sorry, like, like, oh, are you, like, single, or just, girls will tell the truth. Well, not all the time either, because, like, sometimes, yeah, I'll let a guy buy me a drink, and then I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm taken, just so I can get a free drink.
Obviously.
But guys are so sleazy. It's like, you pretty much just have to ask for their social security number. Right. And then, like, I don't know, their ID so you can look them up.
No, but and something, I was just listening or watching House Guest, and Macy, Kenzie's best friend, they just did a podcast together again, and Macy pays a $10.99 subscription to a background check, and she checks every single one of her friends' guys, like, dating apps, like, a background check is ran on them, like, name, where they live, how old they are, like, where they work. Maybe that has that as well. I don't know. But she's like, I have canceled Netflix, I've canceled Hulu, but, like, background check, oh no, she's staying around. And, like, honestly, like, not a bad idea. I'll download it. Like, let me know which app you're using.
No, it really is, like, God, nowadays it is just so tough.
It is so tough.
Like, especially guys never post.
No.
Or if they do, half the time guys leave their ex-girlfriends up on their social media. And correct. I can say Morgan is still guilty of that.
Yikes. Yeah. And, like, that's the hard thing is, like, I don't understand why you would want that, like, on your, like, you could archive. You don't have to delete.
But it's also, I mean, okay, like, I get it because, like, social media now is, like, our digital scrapbook, but for the world to see. Like, right. No one makes scrapbooks anymore. No one has photo albums anymore. Like, we have our private photo albums, but our public photo albums as well. And I get, like, not wanting to delete because, like, they were a part of your life for X amount of years. But I get, like, leaving it up. But after a certain amount of time, it's like, what, like, to me, it's like, I just didn't feel like it was necessary. Like, I did leave some ex-boyfriends up for a while. Like, prom pictures, like, pictures that I was like, oh, this is such a great memory. And, like, I only have a picture of me and this guy that's a total douchebag. Right. So I'm going to leave it up. But then, after a while, it just got to the point of, I genuinely do not like this person if it ended badly. Or just like, no, this person's now married. I don't need to have their face on my Instagram. Mm-hmm. What's the point?
No, you will not find my ex-boyfriend anywhere on Instagram. Anywhere.
No. And also, you won't find them in the archives either. No, that shit's been deleted.
That shit's been deleted. That's not even in archives anymore. Like,
and it's not to the point of, like, again, it's your public photo album. Granted, you really shouldn't be going back to look at pictures of your exes anyways. Mm-hmm. That's what stalking them on social media is for. But also, you'll just eventually get to a point where you're not really ever going to look at them, except maybe every 5 years to be like, I wonder what they're up to. You know, when all of the trauma has, like, totally healed, you're married with children. Correct. You know, doesn't really matter. And then you'll just be like, hey, let's connect, because you're probably a different person now. Like, they have their own families. You know, might as well, what if we run into each other at our 30-year reunion? Like, it's good to know what they're up to. Yeah. But at this point in life, we don't need that. Like, you don't need to see their face. The whole world doesn't need to know that you dated them 7 years ago.
I want no one to know who I dated. That's for
sure. Exactly. Also, are you not just embarrassed?
That wasn't me. It was the devil.
Exactly. Like, I'm sorry. I would be so embarrassed. So embarrassed.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't want guys posting on social media 24/7, but I'm sorry, when I get on your Instagram, I need to know if you're single or not. I'm in a predicament right now because I don't know if he's single or not.
You also need to know that they don't look like a serial killer. I'm sorry, a picture from your 8th grade freaking homecoming isn't going to work for me. Or a picture from your freshman year when you were pledging the fraternity, chugging beer in a beer-stained shirt isn't going to work for me. We're correct. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 years old. Post a goddamn work headshot. I literally don't care. It doesn't have to be aesthetic. I just want to see
LinkedIn shot on Instagram, please.
I just want to see what you look like. I mean, granted, not me, but, like, I want to see what my friends, guys that they think are cute, look like, but I can't. When the only thing you have up is your senior year photo of you playing football or holding a fish.
Correct. I mean,
that's
you got
not
that,
gonna help me.
You got that literally spot on, and I'm at a loss now because I can't even show my friends because every time I'm like, his Instagram's not that great. It's not that great. This picture's from 3 years ago.
He doesn't really look like this anymore, but here it is.
Like, grow up. Like, and I've started going to like LinkedIn to see photos or like figuring out what you do. Like, obviously we've been doing this for years now, but now that we're, 25, mid-20s, getting into our older 20s, LinkedIn's the first thing I check.
I was about to say, are you an avid LinkedIn user?
Oh, avid LinkedIn browser. I don't ever post anything. Yes.
You browse it? Dude, I stay as far away from LinkedIn as I possibly can because if I open the app, I will spiral into the deepest depression there ever was.
I always like to know like people's new jobs. I'm like, ooh, what's the tea?
I don't.
Why'd you leave your old job? Like,
I don't want to know anyone's job title, job position, or like the new job that they got in the past 5 years because I just don't want to put myself through that trauma. No, I don't want to think about them doing better than me. And that is on narcissism.
See, but that's just like where we're different because like I look at their new job and I'm like, glad I'm doing well.
I was about to say, and at this very moment, you can see who does better in their job than the other. I had a lady that I like met at work the other day walk up to me and she was like, oh my god, I looked at your LinkedIn and I was like, I haven't touched that in like 3 years, so no. I don't even know what it says.
No, I need to update my LinkedIn photo. That's bad. Mine's bad.
I need to update hair. I need to update my LinkedIn photo. I need to update my bio on LinkedIn. I need to update like literally everything.
Yeah. Yep. No, I do as well, but I just like I need a new headshot and it's just like I've tried getting a new headshot multiple times and it's just I never look great.
I think I need to just like go somewhere to get like a headshot. I've never had a headshot ever.
Yeah, but then also like you and I just don't do well when like someone else is taking the photo and then they'll just like, oh, I'll send it to you. I'm like, no. Let me see it right now. Like,
hold on. I need to check the angles. I need to see if I look fat. I need to see if my eyes were looking in the right direction. I need to see if I have a double chin. I need to see all that. I need to see if my hair looks okay.
Correct. Because my job did it a few months ago. Got them back. I mean, delete those off the
face of the earth.
Face of everything. Everything. Like, you could not. No, literally. I work in cybersecurity. Give me the hard drive. I know what to do here.
I'm gonna hack this system right now.
Literally, like it was the most horrid picture I'd ever seen. And then, okay, hot take. I don't like the selfies or like the family vacation photos as your LinkedIn photo. I don't like that.
A selfie is, oh my god, is mine a selfie? No, it's not. I don't think it's a selfie. I don't think it's a selfie. But the selfie is so because I'm the most professional person ever, selfie is so unprofessional. Like, get out with that. Get out with that.
Yeah. No, like, it cringes me out when I see that. Or I'm just like,
just, like, set your phone up stack up some toilet paper and, like, take it like everybody else.
No, like, I'm going to take it on this blank wall right here. Exactly. And that's going to be, like, my new LinkedIn photo. So, if you don't follow me or connect with me on LinkedIn, please go do so.
Don't connect with me. I don't want that trauma.
No, y'all don't even know my last name. Y'all won't even know how to find me. I'm like a nobody when it comes to work life. That's fine though. That's fine.
I don't want that trauma. Okay, I'm gonna steer the subject again one more time before we actually jump into today's topics. Okay, this is so random, but on the way home, I was listening to Casey Musgrave's new album. Do you have a song that just makes you bawl your eyes out every single time you listen to it, no matter how many times you've listened to it? Or am I just, like, crazy? Like, I have 2 songs. Well, I had 1 song, but now, after listening to the album, I have a second song that makes me cry so uncontrollably, like, I can't stop. Like, I'm, like, boohoo tears, like, hot tears. Like, I don't know if they're happy tears or if they're sad tears. Like, I don't know. They're confused tears. Like, a mixture of happy and sad.
Right. So I've actually, hot take, I've learned that I cannot emotionally connect with music anymore because all I listen to is sad shit. That's all I listen to.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. But, like, it just suits me. And, like, it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I just, like, I love the vibes. And, like, I'm trying to branch out and, like, listen to fun music. But I'm just like, oh, this is, like, hurting my head. Like, it's too much.
All of the sounds.
But where I was going is, like, if I felt like I could connect with a song like that, I'd be crying, like, every day.
So
hours on end.
I have.
Is it the song Rainbow?
Yes. So
Okay, I knew that.
So, yeah, to those that, like, don't know, which is, like, not really, I think, any people other than you and my family, I cannot listen to the song Rainbow by Kacey Musgraves because number one, it makes me think of my little sister. Dude, the tears, like, it's, like, boo-hoo, like, holy crap.
Snot falling.
Like, no, literally, like, this girl needs, like, she's having a meltdown. Like, boo-hoo, I can't stop it. Like, I try so hard not to cry, and it's just, like, like, I can't breathe cry. And then...
So, what's your new song?
Also, by freaking Kacey Musgraves. I don't know what it is, but this girl just... She does something to me. I have no idea. But it's, like, not, like, okay, Rainbow makes me cry just because, like, I love my little sister so much, and I'm not good with expressing, like, feelings or emotion or, like, you know, especially to family. I'm, like, the worst at it, and my family knows that, but, like, I love her so much, and I can't ever tell her that, so, like, that song, I'm just, like, I freak out, and I'm, like, it's too much. Dude, Dinner with Friends...
Okay, I listened to that literally today.
But it was like happy tears. Like that song just like literally hit. I can't even explain to you like the emotion that I was feeling. And I listened to it 3 times because I was like, there's no way.
That's
like
the best.
I was like, this can't be another Rainbow. Like this can't be. And it's Kacey Musgraves. Dude, I was sobbing, but I was like, I think that these are like super happy tears. But I was like, I can't even explain the emotion that I'm feeling. Like, I don't know why I'm crying. I'm just bawling my eyes out.
Well, I think it's because, songs I have to listen to, like, 12 times to, like, dissect every single lyric.
To, like, and I haven't let it sink in.
Yeah, I haven't listened to that one, like, enough to really know. But I remember listening to this song. I listened to it this morning on my way home from my workout. And it said, like, something about, like, all us friends meeting up in a random place where none of us are from. And it just, it makes you stop and think that, like you live in Nashville, I live in Fort Worth, like, where it's always an event, it's always a party, it's always some kind of get-together when we're seeing each other now. And it's just like, damn, like, we used to be down the street from each other. Yeah. Like, we would go get ice cream together, we would do this, we would do that, and now it's like, going to dinner in random places, like we have no idea, like I don't know. But I listened to that part and I was like, oh
dude,
shit.
The first round, like it was going and it was just instant. I was bawling my eyes out, like a first word, and I was like, I don't know what it was. And there's a part she goes like my home state Texas, the horse, like the sun, something like the land, the horses, and the dogs, and I was like, yeah, Texas.
So I miss home.
Dude, I don't know what it is, but it's already, I honestly think that's already my favorite song ever.
Okay,
Ever.
no, after
And
we finish this podcast, I have to listen to it at least 10 times.
I've never had a favorite song. I've never had a favorite song.
I love the title, so I downloaded the album literally yesterday or today.
Yeah, I pre-downloaded it. When that bitch came out, it would already be on my phone.
And I was like, oh, what one should I listen to?
It's all so good.
And I saw Dinner with Friends, and I was like, that caught my eye. So I listened to that song and that song only.
It's like, almost like, it's not even like a song, because it's like a minute long, I think. It's so short. It's almost a poem.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it ends, it doesn't leave you, like, satisfied enough. So you just have to listen to it again and again and again and again. Dude, but it made me uncontrollably sob in the car.
Oh my god!
I'm pretty sure the people around me were like, "Is this chick okay?" Because she does not look okay. But I swear that they were happy tears. I think. I don't know.
No, they're just tears.
They're
just feelings.
Maybe someone listening is just like, "Damn, this girl has depression."
Shut up.
I could.
No.
But this album is it's like super vibey and just very, it's country, but it's not. It's very, and I don't want to say alternative, because alternative music is not labeled that. Like, alternative music's a little bit rocky.
Is it not folk? I feel like folk is huge and coming back.
Yeah, it is pretty folky. Dude, I'm like obsessed with it, and I'm not a concert goer, but living in Nashville, I'm starting to try to make myself more aware of concerts and going to concerts and looking out for ticket pre-sales and everything. Well, she obviously, before her album dropped, she released like her tour schedule, and you can sign up for pre-sale. I didn't, because I didn't pay attention, but I really want to go to her concert so bad.
I've been on a concert kick where all I want to do is go to concerts. They're just so expensive that I'm trying to like oh my god. Sorry, I just choked on my own spat. I'm really trying to look out for like the good festivals to go to, where like they're all in one kind of thing.
Ooh, slay queen. But yeah, I think I'm really just a psychopath, and Casey Musgraves just makes me cry. She makes me cry, and I don't know why. It's kind of crazy.
No, it's okay. I can't wait to listen to that song again and again and again, because I really didn't get to listen fully.
It's like super girly. It's basically just like that feeling when like you have dinner with friends in a new city that none of y'all are from. You like that feeling. Basically, it's just like that feeling when you eat your favorite cake. That feeling when you think about your home state. Yeah, dude, it's because it's like you can't really describe those feelings.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And now they're all in a song, and I love it, and it makes me cry.
Like, I've never been able to say this, but this is what I'm feeling.
I don't know, but this is it. I don't even know how to describe how that song even made me feel, but the song is how the song made me feel. The song about I don't know. The song is describing how the song makes me feel about the song.
Correct. Yeah. And that's it for highs and lows, ladies. How did we get here?
Moving on. Okay.
Hilarious.
Alrighty, Kassidy. So I think now we can officially jump into the topics.
Yes, we can officially jump in. 40 minutes in. Honestly, our first topic is kind of just like a congratulations to Mariah, because she's freaking killing it. So that was our first guest on the podcast. If you don't know, Mariah Massey, she lives in Fort Worth. She's a Fort Worth influencer. She's amazing. She's great. She's a 2024 bride. Any brides out there, go follow her page. So she has something called Mariah's Moments, which is like her wedding content creation that she was talking about starting in our first podcast as her our first guest podcast. Jesus. And she did a wedding this weekend for an influencer who lives in Houston. She's back and forth between Houston and Dallas. Yeah. So she had her wedding in Dallas. Her name is Morgan Hale.
Yes.
So go look her up on Instagram if you don't know her. But the guest she had there, crazy. And like Mariah got to document this. So the first one, which I bet they were like really good friends in college or maybe out of college, I don't know. But one of her bridesmaids was Kait Davis. So
yeah, and
that's pretty cool.
Morgan Hale and Kait Davis share like pretty similar content.
Yeah.
Kait Davis, she I think was originally based out of like outside of Houston, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband's a bull rider in the PBR.
Mm-hmm.
She moved to Dallas for a little bit, and then she moved out of Dallas, but stayed friends with that whole group.
Mm-hmm.
So she also has a pretty large following as well. I mean, a really large following.
Yeah.
But dude, it's insane.
It's insane. And the one that's like gonna blow everyone away, Pookie and Jett were there. I saw that on her Instagram and I was like, literally, like, no way. There's no way this is happening right now. And I just
crazy.
Like, we are so freaking excited for her. She's killing the game.
She
and
really
the wedding
is.
content stuff, it looks amazing. This wedding was absolutely freaking beautiful. They had a hat bar, and I don't care if my wedding is dressed to the nines, like black tie, I will have a hat bar. I will.
Dude,
no questions asked.
I want to know how much they paid for that hat bar.
Don't ask, because those were nice hats. Yeah.
Insane. Yeah. I showed Morgan that, and he was just like stunned, shocked. I was like, dude, if only, like, holy crap. But seriously, like, that is so insane for Mariah to get that type of gig.
Yeah.
Starting out, like, I'm so proud of her. We both are. And, like, that's just insane. And way too freaking girl boss.
No, literally. I cannot wait to, like, follow along on the journey and see, like, everything she gets to freaking do. The wedding she's going to.
Yeah. She's about to blow the hell up.
Mm-hmm. No, 100%. And I just thought that was so cool that she was the first guest on the podcast. And we were talking about, like, her starting that and being like, yeah, I'm starting to do this. Like, we'll see how it goes. Like, you never really know. Look at her now. Like, a few months later, not even like a year or two, a few months later. Like, what? That is freaking amazing. Insane. But yeah, we just had to hit on that. And this is the picture, if you're watching on YouTube, of Jett and Pookie with their hats doing the little photo booth. And Mariah got that little moment of them. And it was... my jaw was on the ground. I don't know about anyone
literally.
else.
Also, Pookie Campbell looks so good in that dress.
Stunning.
Like,
I loved everything about it. Like, it's just, I don't know. I love them more and more every single time. Like, I see them.
I know. So people give them so much shit. I don't care. I'm a Pookie stan. I'm a Jett stan. And you could literally say, like, they're the most annoying thing. Like, I love them. I'm sorry, I do. They love each other so much. And for people that are like, no, she gets annoyed. No, she doesn't. Also, it's helped her get hundreds of thousands of dollars. So hell yeah, she's probably, hell yeah, call me Pookie, babe. Call me Pookie, babe. Hey, babe, will you take this video of me? Call me Pookie 17 times.
Yeah. I absolutely... At first, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's weird. Like, what the hell is going on?
He just loves her so much. And, like, truly, the people that are, like, now annoyed and, like, or the people that are still annoyed and, like, ew, like, it's giving me the ick. Yeah. It's because you don't have that and you're jealous. And we've already said that. It's because you don't have it and you're jealous that he just treats her so well. Like, that's the kind of guy that you should be going after.
Trying.
Not you, specifically. Yeah, Kassidy, do better. Just kidding.
I'm trying my best out here in this harsh world.
Where do they live? Do they live in Dallas, or do they live in... Someone told me that they lived in Georgia.
I think they live somewhere in, like, the more southern states.
Oh my God, Georgia? I was in Georgia 5 times this weekend.
I think...
I didn't run into them.
I was right on the border. Gosh dang it.
And I drove through it in like 5 minutes.
I want to say it's Georgia.
Like, that sounds right.
Yeah, I don't know why like Georgia or like the Carolinas are sticking out to me.
Ooh, yeah.
But I feel like
I don't
it
think
would be
it's
like
Carolina. You would be able to tell in their background.
I feel like it would be like
Trees.
beach content, and
Yeah.
like it's none of that.
Yeah. I agree.
So I'm thinking Georgia.
I agree. Okay. So again, congratulations, Mariah. That is just so slay. So proud of you.
Love
Kill it, and we can't wait to follow along. And just like that's so insane, and you should be so proud. So everyone, go give her a follow. Okay.
Yes.
Love.
Okay.
Okay, moving straight along into some pop culture. I'm gonna kind of skip ahead in the notes, Kassidy, but we can circle back.
Okay.
We are gonna talk Paris Hilton's birthday party. Okay, so if you don't know, Paris Hilton threw her birthday party this weekend. Her actual birthday's in February
Correct.
18th. So she basically threw her birthday party a month later. It was Barbie themed. Barbie themed, but like sliving, and that's, you know, like her catchphrase. Other than that's hot, she says sliving. I want to talk about the guest list. So much range.
From A to Z, everyone. Everyone.
So much range. So she invited Alex Earl to her birthday party. They met, I think, for the first time, like, this week.
No, I think Paris Hilton is just a like, oh my god, yeah, it's my birthday, and like, here's your invitation.
See,
you can come.
We might agree to disagree. I actually genuinely think that Paris Hilton is probably one of the nicest celebrities out there. I think she's just so accepting of everybody. And so I just think that she's like, I want everyone at my birthday.
I mean, yeah. I
feel like, I don't know. I think that she, like, really genuinely, like, is nice. I don't know her in person. She could not be. But, like, just the vibes. Like, I've watched her documentary. I've watched multiple of her documentaries. And she's been through a lot. She always was painted bad in social media just because she was, like, literally the it girl of the 2000s.
I mean, she comes from, like, an it family. Everyone knows the family.
The Hiltons.
Like,
yeah.
Right.
Have you ever stayed at a Hilton?
Correct. That's her.
That's the one. And, like, you know, of course she was in the media. Like, she was a socialite. And so, of course, like, the media is gonna paint her in some bad light. And yes, she probably did make a lot of poor decisions, but she also was literally younger than us, having paparazzi just shoved in her face all the time, her written about in magazines, you know, and like a million other bad things happen to her. But I think she's just a really nice person. But she invited Alex Earl, Megan Thee Stallion was there, Demi Lovato was there, and they were They were posting all the, like, love you, sis, and they're like, oh my god, love you, sis. I was like, damn, didn't know that they were close.
Yeah,
but like
BB Rexa was there, and I was like, who else is showing up? Like,
it was
obviously, like, Braxton tagged along with Alex, and I'm just like,
hello?
What is happening here? Like, I mean, but the setup was amazing. Obviously, the decor was everything in itself. It looked amazing, is giving very Paris Hilton Barbie-esque. She's not my cup of tea. You know?
Yeah.
And, like, she's like, she'll always be iconic. I mean, it's Paris Hilton. Like, come on. She'll always be iconic. But it's just, like, I'm just, like, over it.
I just think it's funny that she threw her birthday party a month after. But her daughter was just born. So that might have been why they pushed it.
She was pregnant? What?
No. So she has 2 kids, but she did surrogacy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, did I miss a chapter yet again?
Yeah, no. Well, I thought so too. So she did surrogacy, and she didn't tell anyone. She, like, her son was born, and she didn't tell the public for, like, a month.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she kept it very private.
thing to do.
She kept it very private. She didn't even tell her parents. She didn't tell her family until like a couple weeks after her son was born.
Okay. That's a little too far. What do you mean? That's a little weird.
Yeah.
That's a little freaking weird. But each to their own, I guess. I mean, no, whatever. I guess you don't need the baby showers. You don't need the gender reveal. You don't need the gifts. Like, you're set.
Yeah. Like, she doesn't need the money. Like, she doesn't need to be given anything. So, like, I mean, hell, why not? But speaking of babies,
is Gypsy Rose pregnant?
Is Gypsy Rose pregnant?
Well, with the way she was saying she was getting it, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. That's all she was posting about. What do you mean?
Oh my god,
it literally was.
But then I've heard that they're getting a divorce. I mean, y'all. So guys, everyone, this is all speculation, but I've heard through the grapevine, like, apparently she's getting a divorce, she's pregnant, but she ditched her millions of followers. She deleted her Instagram and started a new private Instagram.
I mean, it all tracks. What do you mean? She met her husband while she was in prison. They had just met, just out in the wild now, and I guess they're enjoying themselves a little too much. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're pregnant. I wouldn't be surprised if you really don't even like him that much after getting out of jail. Yeah. Like, it was a nice pen pal, but now that he's more than a pen pal, it's like, get out of my face. So pregnancy, that tracks. Divorce, that kind of tracks as well. And I think that's what I'm saying from the beginning, and hot take, and I will say this till the day I die, I do not like that people gave her a platform whatsoever.
Yeah, I think that especially going from, number one, being controlled her whole life by her mom, and then obviously going to jail, which jail is still a very controlling environment. And she even said that jail and like prison, I'm saying jail, but prison was the most free she's ever felt. But like, you're not free in prison. Like, no. That's a very, very controlled environment. And then her getting out of prison and then getting instant fame, I feel like it could be very overwhelming. So I honestly, and like, she probably just really wants to live a normal life. Because she's never once lived a normal life. So like, I really don't think it's all that crazy for her to just be like, social media is not for me. Like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want.
Right.
I mean, the way she went about it and like said it is a little heinous and insane. But like, I can see it for us. I feel like it's really hard to like accept that or like can see why. But like, I mean, hell, I can't even imagine like what she went through is like instantly getting out of prison, making an Instagram, and getting like 12 million followers in a day.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never agreed with that. I don't like that girl. I think that girl needs to just live a normal life and try to recover. Yeah. I mean, like, you don't recover from stuff like that. Like, that'll always be with you kind of thing. But it's just, that's why I was so surprised when she was taking all these interviews, going to fashion shows, doing this, doing that. It's like, I would just want to like sit back for a second and just like chill. Because
she also has that like foundation because like her mom like had like a mental like thing going on, and like that's to like why she was treated the way she was by her mom. And so like she's trying to raise awareness because it is like it's a disorder.
It's a real disease. Yeah.
And it's really, really, really hard to diagnose because, you know, there are obviously overprotective parents out in the world, and so like, you know, there's a lot of like misdiagnoses and like people don't catch it. So she's trying to raise awareness. So I think that she really just should focus on that and like kind of stay behind the scenes and just, you know, build a foundation. And like, she doesn't have to be famous for it, but like she can raise awareness about it.
Yeah. Yeah. That whole thing is just, I don't know. I don't think.
But is she pregnant?
But is she pregnant?
Do you think she's ready to be a mom?
No. First off, no. Second off, when did she get out of jail? I mean,
beginning of this year? End of last year? Beginning of this year. End of last year?
maybe December. I think it was like December 14th or so, something like that, sticking out to me. Maybe it was like the end of the year.
It's like,
no,
when was the first day of COVID? What day was it? What day did the world shut down?
March 14th. Oh, is that why I said it?
See, March 13th for me. That's when, like, it was, like, real. But I still went to a St. Patrick's Day celebration after that.
Correct. I think we all did because we thought it was another week of spring break.
Has it been 4 years or 3 years?
Yes, 4.
4?
It happened in 2020. We're in 2024.
But is that 3 years or 4 years? You know, like sometimes when you count time.
The 20s, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. It's 4.
Holy shit.
Right? Yeah, it's 4. Yeah. Insane.
Crazy.
Insane.
But December 14th actually sounds right. I like the 13th.
Yeah, something like that. But it's just like, man, like, yeah, y'all must have really gotten to work because, like, we're at March 18th. Like,
but also it's like, how did that rumor start? Is it a rumor? Because old girl deleted her Instagram. I mean, maybe
I said I don't think we'll know.
I guess that's true.
I don't think we'll know. Or maybe she's like, she figured out she was pregnant and then that's when she wanted to go ghost because, like, she wanted her child to live a private life because, like, her life was so crazy, you know?
Oh, that's a good theory.
But, yeah, I think she just needs to take it off TikTok, to be specific, and Instagram, and just lay low, enjoy life, sis. Go on a few vacations. Go enjoy the beach.
Yeah.
Go do something. And I also think she maybe realized that I don't think a lot of companies would have brand deals with her.
Yeah.
I think that takes it too far. Like, of course, you're going to get the news interviews. You're going to get the Today Show interview. You're going to get stuff like that. But when it comes down to, you know, Tarte, probably not. When it comes down to Abercrombie, probably not. Like, I don't know, stuff like that. It probably just wasn't, like, feasible.
I don't think Abercrombie and Tarte are her demographic.
Dillard's? What do you want me to say? Macy's?
I'm dead. I am dead.
Where should we be going?
I'm not sure. But I think that's just crazy. I'll be interested to see if there's any, like, press releases about it. Probably not, because she's like, I think she's going to just go ghost. But then that's like, holy crap. That's weird. Just like Gypsy Rose just going ghost.
That's weird.
It's weird to think about.
Like,
it's almost like a death, but not really.
But, like, don't go ghost and, like, turn into your mom.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? Just, like, being so closed in and, like, no one...
I guess that's true.
That's scary.
That is kind of scary. Okay, anywho. Speaking of... Man, all of these topics are flowing in so perfectly together. Speaking of... Someone who might have shared a little bit too much on social media this past weekend...
Yes, I saw this and I was like, oh shit.
I was like, oh no. I'm very interested to hear your opinion on this and just like what was done. So, Brianna Chicken Fry, who you and I, Kassidy and I, are big fans of. We love her and we're not talking anything bad. But this past weekend, she went off on social media, on her story, basically just about like hate comments and just like people hating on her and her relationship, you know, rumors about her relationship that obviously aren't true, but she went off. She posted basically like not an article, but it was a post basically saying like Zach Bryan allegedly gave a girl he hooked up with an STI while in a relationship with Brianna. So she, like, posted that on her story and then kind of, like, had, you know, the black words on the white screen. And then she posted another photo of her and Zach, and just basically with a whole lot of words on a black screen, just, you know, saying, like, how she's over people, like, talking about her relationship and, like, spreading rumors and lies and being hateful, which I totally get, but I just, you are in the public eye, you're dating someone in the public eye, your relationship is going to be talked about, I know it's hard to ignore, but, like, I just don't think that you should be posting about it, like, I don't think you should be basically having a mental breakdown on social media.
Correct, but
because it shows the first time almost, like, it shows weakness.
This isn't the first time, and this isn't going to be the last time, and I know social media is not a great place, but when you do this for a living and you make hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars off social media, you've got to learn to take this, like, as a business and as you're posting, like, to a business. Like, your name is your business, and it's just, like, I don't know, and I don't know anything really about Zach Bryan other than when he was dating his other girlfriend and then going to Brianna. There's a lot of things that came out that he was not a great guy, period. And I wouldn't put it past a lot of guys. I wouldn't put it past a lot of guys who have this amount of fame, who are in the music industry.
Starting out in the music industry because all the fame hits them at once.
Right. And, like, I bet, like, him and Brianna are, like, great, doing very well now. But he deletes and reactivates his Instagram every other week. I hate to say this. Grow up. Grow up. You're a musician. You need to post certain things. And I understand. Then have your team post it. Don't delete your whole Instagram. Like, you're feeding into this thing of, like, oh, everyone's saying, like, you're cheating on your girlfriend. And now you're going completely ghost on social media. So is that true? Like, what's happening? And I know it's easier said than done. And I know probably if I had a platform that would really get to me. But like we said in one of our past episodes, you have to learn how to have a healthy relationship with social media. And if you don't, get the hell off of it. And that's the point where get off of it. Then get off. Like,
yeah. And it's one of those things, it's just like, to me also, like, obviously I can't even imagine, like, the hate and stuff. I can't. But also, just try not to read it. Of course, you're dating you are a celebrity and you're dating a celebrity. People are going to talk about it. And, like, you want to be in the limelight. Even if you say that you don't, like, you're just a normal person. But, like, you are. So you kind of just, like, that's your job. You kind of just have to take it as it is. But you posting that basically just shows, like, the trolls that it has gotten to you, and that is a weak spot, and that they're just going to go in 10 times harder to really tear you down.
Yeah.
Just go see a therapist. Like, go talk about it to your mom. Like,
yeah. No, and I think that's what needs to start happening, Jesus, with people. Just because I don't know, it's just, you are given a privilege that you are the lucky one to blow up. There are so many people who want to do it. If you don't want to do it anymore, get off. Go get a regular job, or just do your podcast. Do your podcast, talk about topics on there, but you're not going to be in the know because you're not on social media. Like, it's a give and take thing, and it's just, I don't know. This social media is just getting into the nitty gritty, and it's just, like you said, when you give hate, when you
address the hate publicly like that, it's going to show weakness.
What am I trying to say?
When you add fuel to the fire.
Thank you. That's
oh my god, is that our episode name?
No.
Adding fuel to the fire?
Correct. Obviously, I just came up with it. I'm so creative. Thank you. But it's just, I don't know. When I saw that, and when you start talking about exes and cheating and current girlfriends and STI, and it's just like, oh my Jesus Christ, what is happening right now? Like, what is happening? And I also think she's not in a great headspace because all she's doing is traveling with Zach on tour.
Mm-hmm.
You've given up your routine. You've given up going into the Barstool office. Like, sometimes I think that helps you stay level-headed when you're doing other things.
That is a really good point.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in a bus 24/7 or you're in the green room 24/7, just you, yourself, the dogs, and the cats, yeah.
Shit's gonna get to your head, and shit's gonna drive you crazy.
Exactly, and I get she's trying to be there for Zach because she said touring's lonely and he really wanted her to come along. You have enough money that you can fly to a good handful of shows while still having your life in New York. It is what it is. You can invite your friends to shows. You can do this. You can do that. Like, it's just, I feel like she's starting to uproot her life for him. And this is the literal outcome when you're not doing things that you used to be doing.
Yeah, and you're out of your routine, and like you're not in, an environment that mentally stimulates you.
Right. And I think that can even go into, like, that goes for everyone within a relationship. Like, keep your friends around, keep your routine going. Like, don't ever.
You'll be a lot happier.
Yeah. Don't ever pour everything in to a guy. I mean, yes, even if you love him, if you want to marry him, if y'all are engaged, so like, there has to be a healthy medium of all of that. If
you love him, you'll still be able to, you'll want to go hang out with your friends, and he will also want you to go hang out with your friends.
Right. So I think that's like the bigger picture is like, you're just alone in a bus every day. You don't have friends around you. You can't go to your little dinners, your little happy hours. Like, that just relieves stress. I don't care what anyone says. The best therapy for me, driving up to Hudson House, 2 minutes away from my house, ordering a martini and eating a burger and talking shit with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. That is my therapy.
I can't wait to do that with you when I visit.
No, same. Obviously. Take you all to the best places. But it's just, I don't know. She does this every once in a while.
I know.
I'm just like,
she goes off the deep end. I know. And it's just like, you were so close.
Yeah. Yep. You were so close. And like, I get it. Like, it happens, but it's just like, you probably shouldn't post that stuff on social media. It's adding fuel to the fire, and it's going to keep going, and they're going to keep making up more and more stuff.
Yeah.
So
I fully agree.
She probably has thick skin, no doubt about it, but you just got to let that shit go and just
move on.
Let it pass. Yeah. Literally move on. If you and Zach are happy and he's on tour, he should be on tour.
When does he have time for that?
Right. But whatever. But yeah, she kind of went crazy on that, and I was like, damn, not again. That sucks.
Damn.
But yeah, anyways, I think that's all of our topics. We really hit on some really good ones, but obviously y'all know we have to end with our top 5. And since it was St. Paddy's Day this past weekend, Maddie came up with a bright idea of doing our top 5 beers.
Yes.
It was kind of hard for me, to be quite honest.
Honestly, pretty hard for me as well. I don't even know if I actually truly have 5, but we're just going to give it a little swirl. Kassidy's also a beer girl. I am also really hardcore turning into a beer girl, which is kind of crazy.
I'm steering so away from it. Like, I can't tell you... Yeah, like, beer's just not...
I do like a nice little trip to a brewery, though. Vibes are right, weather's nice, sitting outside on a patio.
I hate to say it. I like the commercial beer. I don't like IPAs or like anything
I do love local beers. Local to Nashville, because Nashville has the greatest beers. I'm just kidding.
Huh, that's weird. Don't ever forget where you came from, okay?
I know. But you wanna go first? You want me to go first?
I can go first. Okay. Top 5, number 1, Michelob Ultra, obviously. But if I'm drinking this beer, I have to have 2 limes. I have to.
A Michelob Ultra?
Yes, a lime has to be incorporated in it.
I've never had Mick Ultra with a lime.
Oh, that's crazy.
She likes her beers fully dressed.
Correct. Actually, like, I'm not too big on the salt anymore. That's just, gets all over my face, and then it's on your chin, and you don't know it's on your chin. Ew, God. How embarrassing.
Gross.
And then, second one, obvious runner-up, Dos Equis. That's a good one. It's just a little more heavier. It's just like, Third, Ultra again, but the lime cactus. You know, if you want to add in, like, a little flavor, okay, I'll do it. This is where I just start to run out of beers, but this weekend
I only drink 2. One with lime, one that already tastes like lime.
Correct. My fourth one, I had one this weekend, and like it wasn't bad. Miller Lite. Who am I? Hillbilly Queen. I know. Ew.
What?
Yeah. maybe it was just a later in the night, and you know it was good kind of thing. I don't know. It was pretty good. I liked it.
Kassidy.
It was free. Okay. Anything that's free is good.
I mean, respect.
And then, obviously, the last one, I ran out of things. Tecate, I think that's how you say it. The Mexican beer that they have at all the resorts.
There's like a bird on it.
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah, so that one, because I was just in Mexico at a resort, and they had those stocked in the fridge, so I drank about 5 sips out of it, and I was like, that's all.
Delish.
Yeah, but that is my top 5 for a big beer girly over here.
Okay. I have a little bit more range. I'm just kidding. A little bit more range. So I'm actually going to throw in like a local one to Nashville. So, but this place I feel like kind of has like a special place in my heart, but we'll get to that. So first thing is first, all-time favorite beer, Abita Strawberry. I'm a
what?
Abita.
Huh.
So that is a Louisiana beer.
Oh God.
But you
like
can get
it. Remember where you came from.
But
Jesus.
You can get it in Texas. Okay? So Abita Strawberry, it is literally tastes like a summer day. It is scrumdiddlyumptious. I'm also a big fruity beer girl, so that's pretty much the only way I'll drink a beer is if it's pretty fruity or if it's a sour. I do like sours.
Ew.
They're so
God.
good.
Ew.
So good. Delicious. Scrumdiddlyumptious. So Abita Strawberry. Then for us Texas girls, Shiner Peach.
What the hell? I don't even know they made these.
So good. It only comes out in the summer. It will change your life. Every year, look for it, pick it up, buy as many as we can before they go off the shelves. Because they go off the shelves fast. Fast. So, Shiner Peach.
I hate peach,
it is
honestly.
Delicious. Next, I'm gonna do a local. You're gonna think that I'm psychotic. Watermelon Wheat, Tailgate Brewery. So it's local to Nashville. They have a location in Chattanooga, and then I think somewhere else, maybe Knoxville. It is so good. Tailgate Brewery is where I go to trivia every Thursday, except I haven't been in like 3 months because I've had work obligations, events, traveling on Thursdays, and I've just been a busy girl. So haven't had the time, but they make such good pizza. They're huge on bringing your dog. So they have this mug club where you pay a membership, a one-time fee, and you get half price beer, a full mug of it's I think $5, and then on Tuesdays it's $1 beers if you're part of the mug club. But they also have a pup club. So you can anyone can bring their dog, but they make dog treats out of like the leftover grains from making like the mash from making the beer, and you get like a bunch of perks. But I don't know if you join the pup club. They get like a sticker with their name on it that they have in like the brewery. It's so cute.
Oh my God, I'm buying you a dog for your birthday. Done.
Yeah,
over.
Please.
Done.
So I'm going to have to go tailgate. Specifically their watermelon wheat. They just came out with a peach wheat. Well, they do it every year. They're seasonal. But I haven't gotten to try the peach wheat yet. So I've been meaning to go.
Next one on the list.
I was going to say, maybe I'll go tomorrow. It's $1 Mud Club.
There you go.
Well,
there you go.
For y'all, it's Wednesday. So, who knows? Check out my social media to see if I went.
Correct.
Next, I'm going to go, I think, domestic. I'm going to go Yingling.
Okay. Fair.
And do a nice little Ying. Easy to drink. You know, not too shabby. And then I think I'm going to go Stella Artois. Another domestic.
Love.
Actually, I don't know if Stella's domestic.
Fair. Couldn't tell you.
No idea. But I think that those are my favorites.
Okay. That was a wide range. Very tropical, very fruity.
Yeah, I'm a fruit girl.
Right. I kind of just stuck to what I knew, you know?
Yeah.
Just the good
What
old,
you know.
the good old mix.
Are you a draft girl? I don't really know. Like, what's the difference? Beer tastes like beer, honestly. Beer is still really not that great, but, like, I figured out what I like.
That's what I'm saying. I can't tell you what the difference is, but I don't like draft beer. I would rather have it in a bottle. I'll ask for it in a bottle every time.
So did you drink green beer on St. Patrick's Day?
I did. You liked my Instagram photo, which had the green beer in it.
Yeah, but it also had a high noon in it, so I wasn't paying attention.
Period.
Did it make your pee green?
I probably had about 5 sips of it, and it was awful.
What was it?
It was just like a blonde beer. They didn't even really say, like, it was only one specific beer that they had green.
Ooh, another one that I like. What is it called? Crap. It's like it's made in Houston, and it's in a really pretty blue and orange can. I forget what it's called, but it's so good. I'm moving on.
Don't know. Anyways, yeah, it was not good, and I probably did not have enough for it to turn my pee green. But yeah, no, my pee was not green.
Okay.
Switch to High Dunes, number one drink.
Yeah, you just have to.
Just so good.
It's so good. Have you tried the long drinks yet?
No.
Kassidy.
I know.
I don't even know if they actually sell them in Fort Worth, but they might.
Perfect.
You should try it.
No, I don't. I know. I need to look next time I go. I really do. I just I'm not a big at-home drink buyer. I don't really drink at home.
Oh. Maybe I'm an alcoholic.
No, I
guess I don't really drink at home. I don't know. Maybe like on a Friday night, if you don't go out, like you don't pour yourself like a glass of wine or make a margarita or a martini. Or have just pop open a can.
Champagne sometimes. But I'll just never Friday nights are usually either me and Kristen will go to dinner or something like that to just get out of the house.
You don't sit around and watch movies?
Maybe after dinner. I don't know. Sometimes it's so weird. It's like a lose-lose situation because I know some people aka you would die to work from home and I only go in office 2 days a week. So when Friday hits, I'm ready to get out of my house. I spend majority of my time right here in front of these 3 screens.
I literally would.
You say that.
Sell my soul to the devil.
Okay, don't say that. Whoa. You say that until like you do work from home. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes I'm like busting out of my house.
Half of the time I'm just leaving work and I get a little notification that Kassidy's already working on editing the pod, and I'm like, God damn it. Like, I'm still in downtown Nashville. Haven't even got in the traffic. I would die.
Yeah. Yeah. No, sometimes it is very nice. I will say that. But I like my time outside my house as well.
I know.
But, that's a wrap up for this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening yet again. Get us to 600 views on YouTube again this week. We loved that. If you don't follow us on YouTube or any social media platforms, it is at Fashionably Broke Pod. Follow, like, subscribe, and rate our podcast on Apple Podcasts. We would love to hear from y'all.
Actually, it's 5 stars.
5 stars.
5 stars. 5 stars. And if you're a Spotify listener, rate us on Spotify. Leave us a review.
Yeah, we would love to hear from y'all. And we can't wait until next week's episode. See y'all then.
Bye
guys.